looking at their openers, and they're both going to keep.
Yep.
So both on 7. Ari looks like he won the play. Turn 1, Memnite.
Seems fine. It's
Yep.
funny that a 0-1-1 is now considered actually pretty good. So
Yeah.
gut shot clears that away.
Interesting that he gut shots it even before he draws. With a card like that, there's no reason to play it then, but chooses to do it on Ari's turn.
Why would you make a play like that, do you think, Zach?
I don't think there's no real reason to do it. He knew he was going to do it, and he probably would have done it no matter what card he drew, so it probably doesn't matter. But even so, there's no reason to do it then. Always wait till the last minute if it's a deck like Ares that can't take advantage of that.
Tempered Steel gets leaked.
Yep. Andrew Rainey really happy to make that trade.
No
Tempered Steel is
question.
the scariest card from that deck.
Absolute beating.
Yeah.
Would have been a 3-3 Memnite, and now it's just going to plink him for 1 next turn.
Yep. But Andrew not with no pressure yet, no Mirren Crusader, though he could be holding up mana for Midnight Haunting right now.
Entirely possible.
I'm sure he'd be very happy to trade half of that for, and here he goes.
Yep. There
To
it
two
is.
players,
Half for a
Michael
Memnite.
Nielsen and Ryan
This game is
Waller.
not going how Ari
Please
wanted,
come
but
to
there's the
your draft
hero,
is
and that
ready.
card
Again,
is
it's Michael
powerful.
Nielsen and Ryan
Yeah.
Waller. Please
After
come
that
to the main
resolves,
stage. Your draft
Andrew has
is ready.
almost no way to deal with that. His only way in the main deck is to one of his 3 main deck Vapor Snags and then counter it on the way down.
Sure.
So we'll see if he can do that.
So he drops looks like a Game Day Mirren Crusader, or the Winterbox promo Mirren Crusader.
Yep. Now that can trade with the hero, so that's
Yeah.
not bad, but he will get 2 tokens out of it.
So that seems pretty strong.
Yep. That's a trade. Looks like Ari is proposing, yep.
Yep.
And Andrew will be crazy if he blocks anything but the hero here, I think.
No question. So he still gets in for 4 damage.
Yep.
Off the 2 pumped soldiers.
It's going to be 4, and they're going to trade, as expected. First damage of the game? Is that right?
Well, Andrew 2'd himself with the gut shot.
Gut shot, that's right,
but-
too.
And then there.
Oh,
there's another one.
That's big. Right there,
Seems
Tempered Steel.
fine.
Taking the opportunity to resolve that when he can. Probably playing that over any other spell in his hand.
Let's see. So we have Andrew sitting on 3 lands up with just a 1/1 Deuter on the battlefield. Is that a spirit token?
Yeah, it's a spirit from the Midnight Haunting. So that looks like a
And
Delver and another Delver.
Dubs Delver seems fine.
So if he hits on that, that's potentially 7 in the air.
That's a pretty solid threat to put down.
Yeah, definitely is. And there they are.
Yep.
Surprised to see so many players using the checklists.
Yeah, a lot of the initial feedback that I was seeing on Twitter and Facebook was that players really didn't like them. I know that back at the Baltimore Legacy Open last weekend, Colosso Fuentes was playing checklist cards to substitute for his Delver of Secrets. And
But I think if you had the real card, why not use them? But okay, so a spirit is going to trade with that, trade with a token.
yep.
And yeah, it looks like we're being told he's using the checklist because the player club sleeves are transparent, semi-transparent there. That
would be
makes
kind of a
sense.
problem. So we have a Spine Thopter, it looks like, for Ari.
Dropping Ari to 17.
Yep. Also a Signal Pest, so Ari actually looks to be in a pretty comfortable position. I mean, the Delver's flipped.
Yeah, revealing Gut Shot too, which is pretty important. He'll be able to kill that Spine Thopter or Pest, whichever one
Well,
he wants.
because he actually has the Tempered Steel on the battlefield, so those are
of
I think
course,
a
yeah.
2/3 Signal Pest and a 4/3 Spine Thopter. So that does seem pretty strong.
So it looks like Andrew is considering his play here, holding out
Looks like 4 cards in the grip.
4 cards in his hand versus Ari's 1. But at the same time, the cards in Andrew's deck, they're pretty low impact. Most of them are very low impact. He has Gataxian Probe, Ponder, that Gut Shot like we were talking about, main deck Negate. So once Ari develops a board presence, it's going to be pretty hard for Andrew to really recover from it, I think.
Andrew's deck almost feels like the old Comer Miracle Grow decks, where you just want to ride like one small creature and then
Right, just all the cantrips.
as many cantrips and counter magic as you can cram into the deck. He's only running
21 land, yeah.
Is it even? That's actually.
Oh, I
19
can't
land.
count. Yeah, 19 land.
Yeah. Seems very greedy. So okay, Spine Thopter gets in the way of one of the Delvers.
Yep.
Ari lets the other one pass.
Interesting that he'd choose to do that. choose to trade with it.
How would you have played it?
I think Ari's thinking as long as he doesn't die, that Tempered Steel is going to give him the inevitability, which is probably the right way to play it.
Right, because like Andrew's best case scenario at this point is maybe he gets a sword on something.
Yeah, a sword. I think his path to victory is going to be sword, and I don't know even how he's going to raise any creature off the top of Ari's deck.
So Ari cracks in for looks like four
damage.
The
That's
2/3 Signal Pest, and then the soldier gets pumped up with Battle Cry.
Yeah.
Gut shot on the soldier.
Gut shot. So that's only going to be 2 damage instead of 4. But with the gut shot, it's going to be a wash.
Yep.
Looks like Andrew's holding Snapcaster, Ponder, and I didn't see the last one.
There's a Vault Scourge for Ari, which
that's going to be good.
Gut shot doesn't take care of that.
No. Yeah. Once the Tempered Steel comes down, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard for any deck that wants to play fair to come back.
Okay. There's another Midnight Haunting for Andrew Rainey.
Yep.
Do you think maybe he tries to snap? No, he can't Snapcaster and recast.
No, the only thing he's going to be able to Snapcaster at the current time is like a Gut Shot.
Right.
Or I guess a Ponder if he's cast one yet.
Sure.
There's a land.
Yep. It's Glacial Fortress.
And if you're Andrew, how do you play it here?
You can't swing in because Ari's just going to put a Vault Scourge in front of something. I mean, unless he was holding Gut Shot and could then go swing in, Ari blocks something with a Vault Scourge, let damage resolve, Gut Shot, Snapcaster, Gut Shot, which even then seems really loose.
Yeah, bringing yourself down to 5 against a Signal Pest, that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, really, Ari having the Vault Scourge seems very bad for Andrew, especially in such a removal light deck.
Yeah. Probably just the kind of deck that Andrew was hoping to avoid playing against. It looks like he built his deck to really fight the slower decks of the format, the blue-black control type decks.
Vapor Snare wouldn't be an unwelcome draw for Andrew at this point.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Vault Scourge just seems so good against Andrew.
Yeah, I think if he was going to have the Vapor Snake, he would have to have it right now to bounce the Vault Scourge, flashback next turn.
Right.
Then he has a shot of winning.
Because otherwise, Ari's turn is going to be probably swing in with a 4/3 Vault Scourge and a 2/3 Signal Pest.
Yeah. I really don't like that he attacked before he played the Ponder, because now he doesn't know what he's going to draw, and it is another Snapcaster.
Okay.
You usually want to play all your card draw before you choose who you're going to attack with, make the big decisions on your turn.
Sure. Do you think that was maybe just loose play on Andrew's part, or is there a line of play that would involve running the post-combat Ponder?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe depending on what Ari does, if he blocks or not. But I mean, you have to assume he's not going to block.
Yep. So Ari cracks in. Looks like Andrew's going to go to 7. Ari's going to go up to 12 off the Vault Scourge lifelink. Then we have another Signal Pest.
That's going to be tough. I mean, like I was saying, any artifact creature is just such a huge threat at this point. Ari would have to get really unlucky to not draw any creatures at this point.
So we have another Ponder from Andrew Rainey. Looks like he reveals Mana Leak, Delver of Secrets, Midnight Haunting.
None of which are going to get him out of his current predicament.
No, this is just looking really bad for Andrew.
Yep. I think the writing is just about on the wall here. Yep. All Ari has to do is just keep attacking. He could probably not play a spell for the rest of the game and win at this point.
He sticks a Tempered Steel, and his win percentage goes up dramatically. So Delver of Secrets goes in front of the Vault Scourge.
Probably should have happened last turn.
Probably.
But it's going to happen now.
A pair of 3/3 Signal Pests.
Dropping him to 1, so that's not looking good.
Gut Shot doesn't work anymore. You've got a pair of 2/3s, and there's a Glint Hawk Idol.
For good measure.
Just in case.
Yep. Midnight Haunting.
Okay.
Now, if there was a blue overrun, perhaps.
Blue, 2 creatures you control gain flying and...
It's like +8/+8, that would do it.
Yeah, that would be fine.
A perfectly fair card. I could see WotC printing that. I mean, they haven't shied away from printing other broken blue cards before, so...
Well, I mean, the blue cards are typically so much worse than all other colors.
Oh, yeah.
They got to get it back somehow.
Right.
Here's a good blue card, Snapcaster Mage. Do
Yep.
you like this card, Zach?
It's a fine card, I guess.
It's acceptable.
It's okay.
On Drew Levin's Twitter feed last week, he actually proclaimed that it was better than Dark Confidants.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a very, not an indefensible statement to make, but definitely a very bold statement for him to make.
Yeah, actually, we got a lot of comments about that on Twitter. Just so many comments. Most people seem to agree with Drew that Snapcaster's better, but I think time's gonna tell. I think Dark Confidant's gonna reign supreme, and it might take a while.
You know, I mean, there's plenty of time. Both of these cards are legal in Modern, and we have the Modern PTQ season coming up for Honolulu.
True.
Are you going to try to qualify for that?
I'm going to as many PTQs as I can, yeah. Hard to get time off of work, but I really like the format. It's really cool.
Modern does look fun, especially now that it's not turn 3 kills all day long.
All right, and there's another Delver.
So there's a Delver, a Snapcaster, 3/1/1s. So Andrew's got a bit of a wall here, but all...
and Ari just picks up his opponent's creatures and puts them in the graveyard.
Judge, my opponent's trying to play for me. So Delver for Andrew.
Yeah, and that's a Vapor Snag, I think. Hard to see, but I think it's Vapor Snag.
Yeah,
so
that looks like...
That's going to let him stay alive a little bit longer. Prolong the inevitable.
Seems okay.
But the fact that Ari gains so much life means that there's no way that he can profitably race him.
Yeah, this... So, you see, Andrew drops another Snapcaster.
Flashbacking
Ponder?
Ponder?
Yeah, Ponder.
Yep.
Digging for
another
sword?
Snapcaster. I think that's what it was, but he's going to shuffle that away, of course.
Okay, and so we're off to game 2. So what, you're Andrew Rainey, you're in a position where your opponent's just running cheap, fat creatures on you all day. What, you have 2 Dismember?
Yeah, those will definitely come in. We'll definitely see those. Mental Misstep, I have to assume we'll see that one too.
It seems like a reasonable
Steel
call.
Sabotage is going to be very good.
Yep.
It's no null in this matchup, but still pretty good.
It's acceptable.
Celestial Purge is pretty marginal. I don't think we'll see that one.
I wouldn't run it just for, you'd run it just for Vault Scourge, right?
I don't think that's smart.
No.
A card like Timely Reinforcements isn't that good versus Ari because he's dealing damage in such big chunks that it generally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have the Tempered Steel, you're probably going to win anyway, or at least you would hope so. But
so,
how about Ari?
For Ari, we have, oh gosh, I mean, he has a Dismember, which is certainly defensible. Spellskite, not really.
I think his deck's already pretty well positioned against Andrew's. I expect to see maybe the Gideon Jura just to go big, but I don't even think that.
Man, how greedy is a 5-drop?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he feels like in the aggro matchups they'll go long, so maybe he has enough time to do it, but
perhaps.
I see Ari's deck remaining pretty close to what it is.
Yeah, I don't think Ari needs to do much.
Attention players, if you're not ready to start taking
even the
sign-ups
cards
for
that
Legacy
I see Ari
Challenge,
siding on a lot, like Shrine of Loyal Legion's Dispatch, those are still
Also, we are
fine.
opening
Still fine against Andrew. Maybe Oblivion Ring. I don't know how good that one is against him. Casting that on a Delver of Secrets doesn't seem that good.
More than happy to take care of that.
Seems like Dismember is just a functionally better card against him.
I agree. So, let's see.
He might take out the Spellskite.
Maybe. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, Spellskiting Gut Shot.
Yeah, that's okay. But I mean, Gut Shot's usually going to be cast turn 1 anyway.
Or, I mean, it could keep him cold. Did Andrew actually see a Vapor Snare?
I think.
Did Ari actually see a Vapor Snare?
I think Andrew revealed it on the very last turn to his Delver.
Right, with the Delver. So I could possibly see Ari wanting spell set against Vapor Snare, but I don't think it's such a big factor that Ari needs to sideboard to accommodate it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I'm guessing that his deck will remain largely unchanged, and seems like a very good matchup for him.
Yeah, all he really has to do is stick a Tempered Steel, and then every creature basically becomes a must-handle.
Yeah, I think what Andrew's going to need to do to win games against Ari is land a turn 1 or turn 2 Delver, and have 1 or 2 counters, because otherwise he's just going to get run over.
Yep. So he'll have Psychic Barriers and Mana Leaks and Dissipates.
Yeah, I imagine he has to board some of those out.
Right.
Counters against Tempered Steel they're good because you can hit the Tempered Steel, but they're bad because it's an aggro deck. So
yeah,
we'll see how he sideboards here. He's still looking, I think. Maybe probably not sure how to board against this deck that's barely even tier 2 anymore. Not many people are really playing Tempered Steel. Ari is one of the only people I've seen.
And if I recall correctly, he's actually been a pretty strong advocate of the deck for quite some time. There's definitely merit to playing a lesser tier deck with which you're very familiar, rather than just audibling into whatever's hot. So
yeah, I mean
props to Ari for that.
People used to have, things like Creeping Corrosion, things like Revoke Existence in their sideboard. Now that that's fallen out of favor, Tempered Steel it's a really good card. It's a really powerful deck.
Well, you don't really want to run. I think Creeping Corrosion is very narrow right now when you're dealing with Titans and.
Yeah, I think so
that
too.
Fun stuff.
There's aren't enough artifact decks. There's no Tezzeret around. There's nothing to really justify it.
So, Ari looks like he's making a difficult decision. Whereas, okay, so Andrew keeps Seachrome Coast. Ari retaliates with Vault Scourge.
That's definitely a strong start against any deck that is going to try and race,
Yeah.
like Andrews might have to. And we have a Ponder in his hand. Maybe a couple Mana Leaks.
I see at least one Mana Leak.
Yeah, hard to tell. Holding them pretty close there.
So Ari cracks in for 1.
Yep. Nice little 2-point life swing. Win back that 2 life that he paid. And a Spellskite, so he did keep him in.
Okay.
And Andrew, I have to think he won't Mana Leak this, but we'll see.
Probably not, but he seems to be giving it some consideration.
Yep. This has to be the least threatening card in Ari's deck.
Nope.
Yeah, no Mana Leak. So has a 3rd land. And just passes back.
Okay. So
Ooh,
there's
Ink Moth. That's a powerful one in the Tempered Steel deck.
Yep. So we have the Midnight Haunting back for Andrew.
And Ari just says go, which I think a lot of people just automatically attack with the Vault Scourge, but you have to respect the Midnight Haunting. It's just such a powerful card.
Trading a Vault Scourge for half of a Midnight Haunting seems very poor.
Not good.
I mean, I think Ari can probably afford to be aggressive in this matchup, but maybe he wants to sort of just build up to a critical mass rather than trying to plink for a couple points every turn.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he really needs to, because Andrew has no real way to... He can't go over the top. All he has is Delver, Secret, Snapcaster, Mirror, and Crusader, all of which Ari can deal with.
Sure.
Sword's really the only dangerous card. So maybe Ari thinks he can just play the waiting game, resolve, like you said, a critical mass.
And then the Hero of Bladehold gets leaked.
Yep. Big win for Andrew there. It's about as good a trade as that's going to get.
No question.
Let's see. It looks like we have a couple islands. Not one island. Snapcaster, Mana Leak in his hand.
Yep. Swings in with one of the spirits. Put Ari on 18.
And Ari draws. I don't see any other heroes in there.
Nope.
Only a Memnite. So at this point, this game's pretty much turning into, can Ari find a Tempered Steel before Andrew can kill him?
So there's Snapcaster. Are you really bringing back Mana Leak here?
Midnight Haunting.
Oh, Midnight Haunting, okay.
Interesting. So that's
okay.
All of a sudden he has a formidable Air Force.
That's a lot of tokens.
Only 3 of which can attack.
Sure.
But still, that puts Ari on a 6-turn clock? That's not unreasonable. And there's another Midnight Haunting. Wow. That's really strong.
I think that's a Steel Sabotage in Andrew Rainey's hand, so...
Yeah, and he
seems fine.
Looks like he's going to draw the Haunting.
Yep. And he's got Mana Leak, Mental Misstep to back it up.
Mm-hmm. And now they come in. Not sure why the Snapcaster's attacking, but that's okay. Oh, everybody.
So
okay.
All in.
Instantly blocks. Yep. Ari falls to 13 life and gets the go. And now we'll see if he senses the trap.
There's the Tempered Steel.
Oh, that's huge. 3 mana up to play around Mana Leak too.
Yup. And there's really no... What does Andrew do here?
I mean, like we saw last game, Tempered Steel is just... That's all that really matters.
So it sticks. Ari sets the Inkmoth Nexus to live and bash.
With the Spellskite too. I like it. Being aggressive.
Hey man, a 2/4 is not a small man on this board.
2/6?
2/6, excuse me. See, I'm also terrible at math. And I'm a judge. Oh man.
Oh boy. So
how terrible is that?
We'll see if Midnight Haunting is made for blockers or for attackers here. It looks like
see.
blockers.
Yep.
Oh, no, he's
he's
going to
just
attack with him.
I guess he tries to race here.
Pretty hard to race a Vault Scourge.
Yep.
But he's going to do his best.
So hand of Sabotage, Misstep, Mana Leak for Andrew Rainey.
Yep.
He's got 6 1/1s and a Snapcaster on the board against Memnite at 3/3, Vault Scourge also at 3/3, and Spellskite at a very big butted 2/6.
Respectable 2/6. And the Tempered Steel that you see there is doing all the work. +2/+2 to all of his artifact creatures.
Oh my. So is that 8 damage?
It looks like 8, drops area to 6.
So what does Ari want here? I mean, he could another Tempered Steel. Oh no, he just swings in.
Yeah, he's leaving his Nexus back to block, which I think is
Sure.
very smart.
That's absolutely correct. Is he leaving back? No, Spellskite's coming in. Memnite's hanging
leaving
back.
Memnite, so he can probably block that Snapcaster. It's pretty strange. The only reason I could see him not attacking with Memnite and attacking with Spellskite.
Oh,
Interesting that he didn't redirect that to Spellskite right there.
I agree.
That just cost him 5 life basically, because 2 to replay and 3 damage and 3 lifelink that he would have gained. That's odd.
Okay, so Ari's now running pretty low.
Yeah, he's at 4 at this point.
Yep.
And now
having the Scourges up against the tokens, every Scourge effectively nullifies 3 tokens, 1 on the block, and then actually
4
nullifies
tokens.
4
Yeah.
tokens.
So if he had a Vapor Snare would not do it. Vapor Snag would not do it. He would need some sort of Snapcaster Vapor Snag.
So strangely enough, Ari's actually in a pretty strong position here.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, it looks really bad because of all those Spirit tokens, or it did, but the Vault Scourges are just machines.
No question.
The business end of a Wormcoil token right there.
Oh, Wormcoil Engine, how good you are. So
That looks like a
Andrew
Ponder, I think.
looks like.
He's touching the top of his deck. It's probably a Ponder here.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's a Gitaxian Probe.
Yep.
And a 6 land will not do him any good, unfortunately. Those tokens are going to have to go into blocking mode, and that is not a battle that he can win, I don't think.
No, I mean if you're in this situation, do you try to trade tokens for Vault Scourges? And
I think you have to. I don't know of any combination of cards that can really get him out of this. He's used both of his Steel Sabotages, I think, or he's used one and has one in hand.
Yep.
So I'm not sure.
Gut Shot's not going to... If he still has the Gut Shots, those aren't going to do him any favors.
Sort of Feast and Famine maybe could help him out here.
Possibly. I mean...
That creates a good blocker.
Sure.
That's all.
But do you really want to spend 5 to block Vault Scourges all day long?
No, you don't want to, but if that might be the only way that he can stay alive.
So we have a hand of, again, Misstep, Mana Leak, plus...
And
There's the other Steel Sabotage.
And it looks like his main phase. I have to imagine that's bouncing a Vault Scourge.
Right.
And we'll see if Ari redirects that to the Spellskite.
If he redirects that to the Spellskite,
I mean,
then he goes to 2. He would...
Yeah, he still lives
that's
there.
That's actually a fine play.
Yeah. Wow, he didn't redirect
He
again.
allows it.
I can't figure out why Spellskite's in Ari's deck. He's not actually using it.
Well, I mean, gotta love those 2 6s for 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Just turn him sideways, Andrew. That's
Maybe the only way he's going to win here. Why the Snapcaster? I don't understand that. That's just going to get eaten by that Memnite.
Yep. So Ari ultimately loses 1 on this attack and loses no creatures.
Yeah, I'm not...
So Andrew Rainey effectively just traded a Snapcaster and 3 tokens for 1 damage.
Yeah, I think Andrew's thinking he has to get as much damage as possible here, but at this point, Ari can attack him to 1 life and be at 6, have a Vault Scourge in play, and it's not looking good.
So there's the 3/3 Memnite, 3/3 Vault Scourge. Yeah, attacks him to 1. Ari's up on 6.
And he doesn't even play his other Vault Scourge, playing around a potential Day of Judgment, which isn't in Andrew's deck, but
nope.
Got to respect the possibility.
A friend just runs by and throws it on the table.
Yeah.
Here you go. Figured you might need this.
And is that an attack? He's at
No,
1 life. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's
we're
untapping.
untapping.
Okay.
So
Andrew just drew a Snapcaster, I believe.
So that gets him another 2-1 and a couple 1-1s, but
It's still not a race he can really win because that Nexus is going to eat a token. Okay. Oh boy. So Ari's going to drop to 4 life.
yep. Andrew leaves 1 back.
So it seems like he's on a different plan. 1 turn he attacks with all his creatures, 1 turn leaves 1 up. I guess that Snapcaster Mage changes things in his eyes here.
Sure.
Flashback another Haunting.
Doesn't bring in, well, I mean, Inkmoth Nexus doesn't really do anything for him here, but
No, that might be more valuable as a blocker right now.
yeah. So Snapcaster for, gosh, how many times has he cast Midnight Haunting this game?
I think this will be his 7th and 8th token this game.
My goodness.
Yeah, I think if you were Andrew, you had to trade with those Vault Scourges. Unfortunately, maybe no other way to do it.
Yeah.
Because racing, I mean, Ari hasn't even played another creature.
Steel Sabotage?
Oh,
I mean, okay.
interesting.
Ari, you do realize your spell skill has an activated ability,
No,
don't you?
what is he doing? Wow.
Wow.
He must be playing around something that we don't know about because
Yeah.
every time it's a clearly better play to redirect it, he just does not do it.
So there's Dispatch, gets
Misstepped, okay, that's something. And then another Dispatch.
Another Dispatch.
Mana Leak in your hand does not do it, and that looks like it might be the hand. And that's
And there it is.
So Arilax
Wins 2-0.
takes it in 2.
Didn't seem like he was ever really out of control.
No, he was